Robley Dunglison Evans, born in Floyd County, Virginia, served in the United States Navy from the American Civil War to the Spanish-American War, attaining the rank of Rear Admiral. In 1907–1908 he commanded the Great White Fleet on its worldwide cruise from the Atlantic Ocean through the Straits of Magellan to the Pacific Ocean Naval Service. In 1859, Utah Territory Delegate William Henry Hooper offered Evans the territory's nomination to the United States Naval Academy. After establishing residency in Utah, he entered the academy in 1860. Evans was ordered to active duty in September 1863 and graduated from the academy in the class of 1864. American Civil War service in the attacks on Fort Fisher, North Carolina during the Second Battle of Fort Fisher. He exhibited great gallantry under fire on 15 January 1865. He led his landing party of United States Marines through heavy fire to charge the Confederate defenses. Evans continued to fight even after his fourth wound, drawing his pistol and threatened to kill any man who attempted to amputate his leg in surgery when he was evacuated. Fighting Bob Evans. Evans held numerous important sea commands during the 1890s. In 1891 and 1892, commanding Yorktown on the Pacific Squadron, he won great acclaim for his firm and skillful handling of a tense situation with Chile, becoming known as Fighting Bob Evans. Though he evidently took pride in his nickname, his reputation for profanity also led to his being chastised by Leonard Woolsey Bacon, pastor of the Congregational Church in Litchfield, Connecticut, in a letter to the New York Times. Us, Indiana. The United States' first seagoing battleship, Us, Indiana, was placed in commission on 20 November 1895, with Captain Evans in command. Former President Benjamin Harrison, with a committee from the state of Indiana, presented a set of silver to Evans for the battleship on 16 September 1896 at Tompkinsville, New York. Spanish-American War service. During the Spanish-American War he commanded the battleship Us, Iowa in the Battle of Santiago de Cuba. Shore duty. Robley Dunglison Evans was named President of the Board of Inspection and Survey from February 1901 to April 1902. Prince Henry of Prussia. President Theodore Roosevelt selected Admiral Robley D. Evans to host Prince Heinrich of Prussia, brother of Germany's Kaiser Wilhelm II. The 15th of February 1902, Admiral Evans, as Commander-in-Chief of a Special Honor Squadron, hoisted his flag on the battleship Us, Illinois at the New York Navy Yard. Evans feted Prince Henry during the visit of the Kaiserliche Marine Imperial German Navy. After the departure of the German prince, the 28th of February 1902, Evans' flag was hauled down on Illinois. Commander-in-Chief, Asiatic Fleet. Admiral Evans transferred his flag from armored cruiser Us, New York on 4 November 1902 to battleship Us, Kentucky at Yokohama, Japan. The 5th of December 1903, the Kentucky left Japanese waters for Hawaii. The 16th of December 1903, the Kentucky arrived at Pearl Harbor Naval Station, Hawaii. Admiral Evans hosted a Christmas dinner for the officers of Kentucky at the Moana Hotel in Waikiki. Evans' flagship departed Honolulu for Guam. Kentucky arrived in Cavite, Philippines on 18 January 1904. Admiral Evans called on the new Governor-General of the Philippines, Luke Edward Wright, at the Malacanang Palace. Evans' flagship departed Manila on 13 March 1904. the Kentucky coaled at Hong Kong and Colombo, sailing through the Suez Canal into the Mediterranean Sea to the port of Naples, Italy. The voyage continued to Gibraltar, coaling at Madeira. The flagship Kentucky arrived at the New York Navy Yard, the 23rd of May 1904. Admiral Evans hauled down his flag, the 27th of May 1904, from battleship Kentucky. Commander-in-Chief, North Atlantic Fleet, the 31st of March 1905. A 13-gun salute was fired by the battleship US Maine at Pensacola, Florida, as the flag of Rear Admiral Robley D. Evans, Commander-in-Chief of the North Atlantic Fleet, was broken at the mainmast. The fleet sailed on the 7th of May 1905 for Hampton Roads, Virginia. Admiral Evans returned to his alma mater, the United States Naval Academy at Annapolis, Maryland, on the 30th of October 1905. The British fleet under command of Prince Louis of Battenberg arrived at Annapolis on the 1st of November 1905. The Prince visited Evans on Maine. Admiral Evans gave Prince Louis a tour of the Naval Academy and battleship Maine. A reception by Evans was held later in the week on the Maine for Governor Edwin Warfield of Maryland. Admiral Evans in flagship Maine sailed on the 7th of November 1905 from Annapolis to New York. Admiral Evans stayed on board Maine during repairs from the 20th of November 1905 to January 1906. After winter quarters in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, on the 3rd of May 1906, Evans returned the fleet to New York. On the 2nd of September 1906, Maine anchored next to the presidential yacht Mayflower off Oyster Bay, Long Island. President Theodore Roosevelt came on board Maine to confer with Evans. Admiral Evans in flagship Maine departed New York on the 28th of December for winter quarters in Cuban waters. On the 15th of April 1907, Evans's flagship Maine returned to Hampton Roads. On the 16th of April 1907, Evans hauled down his flag on Maine and then hoisted it on the battleship Connecticut, flagship for the World Cruise, the Great White Fleet. Rear Admiral Evans commanded the Great White Fleet the 16th of April 1907 from Hampton Roads, Virginia, in its passage from the Atlantic Ocean through the Straits of Magellan to the Pacific Ocean, where he was relieved of command in San Francisco, California, the 9th of May 1908 because of ill health. Admiral Evans retired from the Navy upon reaching the mandatory retirement age of 62 on the 18th of August 1908. Post-Navy service. He died in Washington, D.C. on the 3rd of January 1912. Honors. Rear Admiral Evans was entitled to the Civil War Campaign Medal, Sampson Medal and Spanish Campaign Medal. Two destroyers, US Evans, launched the 30th of October 1918, and US Evans, launched the 4th of October 1942, were named in his honor. Evans Avenue in San Francisco is named for him. Dates of rank. Acting Midshipman, the 20th of September 1860. Acting Ensign, the 1st of October 1863. Master on retired list, the 10th of May 1866. Lieutenant on retired list, the 25th of July 1866. Active list, the 25th of January 1867. Lieutenant Commander, the 12th of March 1868. Active list. Commander, the 12th of July 1878. Captain, the 27th of June 1893. Rear Admiral, the 11th of February 1901. Retired list, the 18th of August 1908. Total time in service 47 years, 10 months, 28 days. Gallery.